Okay, so whilst I was working on the different modules for this course, I realized that there should be a section where we actually talk about certain set of important classes which are really important from math point of view. And you will see that whenever you are actually building your code, these are the classes which you will actually make use of time and time again. So one of these important classes that we'd like to talk about is the chat agent class. So let's take a look. So it says the core purpose of the chat agent class is to handle conversation between the user and the agent, right? Now, if you actually look at this code, a sample code where you're just simply saying from agent framework, you're importing the library or you're importing the class, I should say the chat agent class, and from agent framework.clients, you're importing the OpenAI chat client. So all we are doing is we are kind of importing the modules. So this chat agent class, if you see, it helps to, you can say, hold a conversation, plan actions and respond intelligently. So it is basically the class which is helping you to have conversation between the user and the agent. Very important. And the other one, which is the OpenAI chat client, it's just a client class that connects the agent to OpenAI's API, right? So if you see, we are just instantiating this, and this is very important. If you see, we are instantiating the chat agent, and we are specifying the chat client coming from here, and we are giving it a name and the description, right? And then when we are calling the agent to run, we're just simply calling this and saying agent.run. So you are creating, so basically you are using your model, which is GPT-4 here, and and specifies which model to use. And we are using the chat agent instance here. So if you see, now the agent knows who it is and how to respond, right? Very important. The next important thing is that you can set instructions, personality and behavior. So that's very important because this is the place where you can actually set the tone of your agent. You can make it sound very professional, or you can lower down the tone. And how we do it, again, if you see, I'm actually instantiating the chat agent class here. I'm actually giving this, right? I'm giving set of instructions where I'm saying you are a weather assistant, right? So here it is kind of setting the personality and the behavior of the agent, that you are a weather agent or you're a weather assistant and you have to act like that. So that's where the customization part comes into picture. Very important. This is also the place where the tool integration happens. So if you have to call external APIs, third-party APIs, you to make use of any MCP servers, this is the place where you would actually call the tools, right? And if again I show you an example here, I'm actually calling the get weather tool. So if you see, the get weather tool definition is coming here, where it's kind of returning the weather is in London is sunny, something like that, right? So again, remember, this is the place where you would actually make your tools call, or you are telling your agent that this is a tool that you should be aware of. Then very important from a memory point of view, I should say, it supports multiple independent conversation threads, right? So what it says is that it doesn't confuse. So let's say, I'll give you a good example of ChatGPT. You are talking to ChatGPT, and at one time you are actually asking about a trip, and at the second time you are asking about the expenses, right? So it understands the context. So it is kind of context aware, and that is what is the beauty of the chat agent class and Microsoft Agent Framework, that it supports multiple independent conversations. So you can manage independent conversation threads because it understands the context. So guys, it is really important that you get a good understanding of the chat agent class.